for the red. Kind of fun deck, which is hello. Welcome to G Makes, and today I thought I'd just go through some cards. I'm not really going to do anything with these, but just go through them. These cards are not new to the universe, but they're new to me. I got them from my grandma's. She loved to play bridge, so she had a lot of decks of cards. I also got this fun pillow from her as well, from her house, which I really like, so it's just going to be in the background there. A little set dressing. Yes, but I've got a nice blanket on here to hopefully get some muffled sounds. There'll be shuffling, card handling, I'll be talking, and not quite a whisper, but maybe a whisper at some points. Yeah, a lot of these cards, I haven't really gone through any of these. A lot of them are pretty crisp, not super used, because again, she had a lot of decks. This is just a little bit of them that I managed to take. So I'm excited, because I have a lot of cards. It's always been a kind of tradition in my family, because we play a lot of card games to give cards as a tourist gift. If you like go someplace, instead of a postcard, you grab a deck of cards, or as a pretty simple, like here's a cool deck of cards for a birthday or stocking stuffer or something like that. So I have a lot of cards. I haven't gotten any new ones recently, so I'm excited to go through these. There's mostly just standard bicycle or beeswax cards. There's two decks in here that are a little more interesting, so I'll spend a little more time on those and show some of those a little more up close. But yeah, so let's get started. So this first one's, again, is a pretty standard, pretty recent bicycle deck. It's just a blue bicycle. These are all already open, like I said, so I'm not unwrapping any. But you see, it's pretty crisp, pretty clean. Got some nice cards here. We even still have the rules card in there. Can't remember the rules, so I'll probably take that out because I don't need this in my deck. But yeah, so this is a pretty straightforward deck. Nothing super fancy. We're going to shuffle it a couple times to mix it up and hear that crisp sound. These are pretty crisp cards. Like, so let's see. I'm going to try to bridge with these every time. I think I can shuffle. I'm a fairly decent shuffler. I'm not the smoothest shuffler, especially in the first bit. But you know, only a matter of time till I get to Vegas. Use some overhand. There you go. So again, just an opener, just your standard King Queen. We got the jokers in there. Be a pretty standard joker. Artworks, just your standard bicycle deck. I'll put this card back in there for now. There'll just be some nice playing cards. If I want to do any tricks or anything with them, that'll be good to have. Next up, these ones I don't have any. I don't have any B cards, so this will be pretty nice to have. And you can label them. And they have the nice little window. The nice little window in the back right there. So yeah, so these are casino quality playing cards, which I'm excited for. Dakota Magic. Yeah, they have the nice kind of rounded corners right there, so they're not quite square. Something's been up with the corners, but Yeah, look at that. I like these. I like the bicycle cards a lot, but there's something about just like this kind of color and texture for the red that is very nostalgic to me. It's very calming. It's not like the bright red that bicycle uses. It's more maroon, which is very calming to me. I don't know if it's because uh, the car I had for most of when I was learning to drive was a maroon car. Called her Red. Called the car Red because we had another car that was blue. Old Red because we got when that was getting replaced for a little bit. We had another red car and that was a bright red. It was a Toyota Camry, 1998. These shuffle up real nice. But yeah, red and lasted a long, long time. And was a pretty good car to drive, but I don't know if that's why I find the red calming, just because it's like, this is a safe haven of my car. But these shuffle up really nice. I think I can give another one. That bridge wasn't the best, but I don't know if there's a specific way to shuffle like casino quality cards. Since the corners are kind of all different, I don't know if you're supposed to turn them a certain way, if you're supposed to let them get mixed up like that. I feel like if I was doing Magic with these, that'd be pretty useful, because then they're kind of like a stacked deck, or whatever it's called, the beveled deck, whatever that is. Somebody will know in the comments, or in my normal life. We have one more of these. And there we are. We need a little overhand, do a one-hand cut. There we go. So that, again, pretty standard, but that is the Club Special B playing cards, casino quality. I'm going to leave this patent office. Yeah. Oh, I do like the Joker. The Joker of these decks. He's just like a fun little guy. Nothing fancy. So that's B. I'm glad I have some B playing cards to go with all my bicycle. Next up, this is the first kind of fun deck, which is, read that, Illusions. It's a deck of illusions. The example on the back is this elephant, kind of Magritte-esque, where it's like you don't know how many legs it has. More of an expensive deck. We had one like this back home, but this is illusions in art, so it's specific. It's not just random illusions. The contemporary deck of visual illusions in art. So that's some fun. Oh, these are a fun back. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's like a crosshatch. It's the illusion where it looks like where they're all straight lines, but because of how they're stacked, it looks like they're beveled or tapered at the ends. These are apparently half the deck it's split somewhere, so we can see. It's just these couple. Oh, these are Jokers? Yeah. So we have three Jokers. Got one. Oh, they're all. Oh, because it's three-sided. So if we start. So we have, it's from Shigeo Fukuda, Shigeo Fukuda, so I'm saying that as best as I can at the moment. Duet, 1985, pianist turning into violinist. So if we start, hopefully you can see this. We have a pianist, which then is number 2. And this is rotating around it. And now it's a violinist. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. And then it would turn into that. So I'm going to leave those. Those are 3 Jokers. And yeah, these are just fun art cards. I'm not going to show all of these, but I'm going to kind of skim through them, and any ones that I find that are kind of cool or that I like, we'll go through. I always like the MC Escher kind of stuff. Like here's a classic Ascending and Descending from Escher. I write some of these. We had one when I was at my family that was like this, but it wasn't like in art specifically. And there's a really cool one that was like a skull, and it was like, is it two lovers or is it skull? Oh, here's one. And also this one explains the optical illusions. That one did not. Yeah, so this is weird. So this one, Roger Shepard's Sister Rivals, 1990. It looks like one face, kind of Picasso-esque, but your brain's kind of like, that's not right, but it's really two, you can only see if it's like two women looking at each other, kind of like the vases. Yeah, it's very, that one's really trippy. Are there any other, that one's, got some bats. Oh, here's my favorite. I just love Magritte. And so this one, which is Cote Blanche, it's pronounced the French way though, 1965. I like just the horse through the woods. It's very nice. I enjoy that one a lot. Some of these I feel aren't quite illusions. Let me see if there's any cool ones. Oh, this one's fun. This again is kind of Magritte style, so that's why I like it. It's Jos de May, an inside-out addition to a modern-day living room, 1990 again, and it's just the classic. This object is it inside or outside? And I like kind of the style. The colors are really cool. The saturation hue of them. I really like that. I don't know if there's going to be any more that are kind of interesting. Maybe I'll make another video just going through every one of these. Just kind of fun. I don't want to spend too much on it. But yeah, I like that. These are going to be fun to just, as I play solitaire, to kind of run through and see them. This one I think I'll end on. I just think it's funny because it's just the caption that the card makers put on it. It's Paul Agule, or Agul, Liar, 1987. And it's just a man's face. And the caption of it says, "Can you trust this man?" The answer is written all over his face. And so I'm assuming it says, yeah, it says liar in cursive, which is cool. L-I-A-R, spelling out his face. And that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool. So we're going to shuffle these up except for the Joker. Joker is just 3 of them. There we go. Oh. I'm tricking my hands and my brain. I'll cut there. Okay, put those back in. Again, those are the illusions in art, contemporary illusions. So it's a pretty fun deck. I'll put the Jokers back in there. That's 3. This next one, I'm just going to go through quickly. It's another bicycle deck. Rider back this time, so it's a little fancier. I do like these. So these, I don't think this is a full deck. I think this is. Oh, what just happened there? I'm so confused. Oh, okay. So this is a classic. So some cards were stuck together. I feel like this is like an invisible deck, but not quite. So I'm gonna have to go through and correct all these. Put them the right way. There we go. Now, there we go. That's all the cards. And all the cards the right way. Yeah, these feel pretty nice. I like how these feel. So, we'll shuffle these just a little bit. I think I'll just do one. I'm going to just make a little. Not spending too much time on those. Again, they're kind of that bright red, like here on the 5 of diamonds, which I'm not a super fan of. But I think playing, it's nice because, again, like the B cards kind of make nostalgic, but like very warm, and maybe not the best thing to keep my mind awake. I haven't looked at this deck at all, which is just called playing cards. So that's interesting. It's just playing cards. It's made in, I'll call them king cards maybe, because it's what's on the back. They're made in China, it says. These are made the cheapest, the boxes. Very cheap. Feeling. These cards are little. They're very shiny, very plasticky. They have a fun design on the back, but it's kind of like a pattern. These jokers are fun. You got some of the boys. Rudolph. Yeah, this is. I'm not going to spend too much on them. I'm just going to shuffle these up a bit because they're kind of split. But yeah, look, very big print, which is very nice, but this is probably a little cheaper. Not as nice as the bicycle or the bee. Shuffle. Yeah, these are a little more used, maybe. All right, let's put those back. Those ones I think could be fun for some magic, or if I ever need just a travel deck that can get beaten up a little bit. Those will be nice. I like all these cards. And lastly, this one. This is the one that I'm excited. I did not expect my grandma to have, and I'm excited about. It's very. I haven't really looked through it. It is the CCP playing cards. So it's Soviet celebrities. No idea where my grandma got these. See, there's so much sickles on the back. But these are comrade cards. And this is the most beaten up case. I mean, it's kind of falling apart, so I feel like these were somewhat used, or they're just very old. I wish the cards had like a print date on them. I don't think. Maybe they do. Claim exclusive rights. No, there's a copyright on it, but there's no date. They're made in Austria, so that's fun. By Piatnik. Trying to remember this case. The case is kind of beat up. And these, my grandma loved to play bridge, and I got a book on how to play bridge from hers too. So, and keep bridge score. So maybe one day I'll try to figure that out by myself, and I guess play myself in bridge. But here's one of the jokers, who is Anastas Mikoyan. These are all like caricatures of famous Soviet leaders who I don't know a whole bunch about. I've seen Death of Stalin, and of course I know my history, but I don't know like specific people. Here's the other joker, same guy. These are wild. We'll just spread these out. See who people are. I don't know who's the king. So the king of spades. The king of spades is, oh, of course it's Gorbachev. So that's fun. As are the kings. Oh no, king of diamonds is Nikita Khrushchev. So that's fun. Look at him. They're so angry. I feel like Ronald Reagan should just be in here or something. You guys, is Marx? Yeah, we got Marx as the ace of diamonds. And we've got Mao as the ace. Yeah, we got Mao as the ace of spades. And we've got Ingalls as the ace of clubs. Who's the last ace? Well, here's the king of hearts, who is, of course, it's Stalin. I'm just making a mess of these because I'm so amazed. These would be fun to whip out at a party. And Lenin's the ace of hearts. That's the last one. Last king is Brezhnev. It's the king of clubs. And then it's got some random players. I think they probably... We got a guy with a gun. You know, Beria. But anyway, maybe I could spend a whole video just going through these and seeing every character and like learning who they are. But these would be fun. These might be my like party cards. The conversation starters, learn a little history. Let's make sure we get those jokers out there. I wish they had like little biographies or like who these people were, but I like those cards. They're fun. The party deck. They shuffle real nice. They're still not super worn, even though the box is. These would be good for a game where you got to deal out the whole deck because you're distributing to all the players. Can't play solitaire with these cards. No. These cards are meant to be shared. Alright, so kind of going through all of them again. We got the CCP playing cards. We got just these, what I'm calling the king cards, which are just the Joker, or with the king on the cover, and those are pretty cheap but useful. We got some nice Bicycle Raider back, which will be nice. We got the Illusions in Art. We've got a nice B deck, and we've got another standard bicycle deck. So those are all my playing cards that I just got. I forgot the bridge card, I'll put that back in. With the CCCP deck. I hope you got some enjoyment, some amusement out of these. Hope these sounds were nice for you to hear. I had a lot of fun going through these. I'll maybe make some more videos on them, or you'll maybe see these if I make more magic videos. Some card magics as I learn some more tricks and just have fun with them. You might see some of these decks, so maybe you'll recognize them. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.